Hey, grab a pen and paper real quick. You're going to be learning the top high income skill in 2022 and how you can use it to earn up to $5,000 per job. I'll wait a second so you can grab a pen. Alright, looks like we're ready to go. Quick disclaimer, this video is not for you if you are here to learn how to make fast money. Every legitimate business and skill requires some form of work. So if you are not willing to put in any form of work, you're advised to turn back now. Before we move on, let me introduce myself to you. I'm Kombowe Dio, a copywriter, voiceover artist, and a digital marketing strategist. I've helped my students take their first step into copywriting, and it's been an amazing journey so far. And today, in this special training, you are in for a life-changing opportunity. Now, high income skills are quickly taking over 9-to-5 jobs today. And these are jobs that can earn you up to $10,000, that's 4.1 million naira for those of us who will be watching this who are Nigerian in 1 month. Now, let's get into the training. Imagine this scenario. What if you suddenly start earning in dollars right from the comfort of your home? What if you suddenly quit your job to live the life that you want for yourself? And you'll be doing all this just by writing. Does this sound unbelievable? I used to think so too. Today, we're going to be looking at the most fun high income skill that can take you from $0 to $1,000 and more in just a month. According to Dan Lok, a world-renowned marketer and copywriter, the best high income skill to learn is copywriting. So, what is copywriting? Everybody knows how to write, but not everybody knows how to write and earn massive money. Copywriting is simply writing for people to take action. This action could be anything. To buy a product or service, subscribe to a newsletter, or to watch a sales video. It's that simple. Your clients are business owners with 6, 7, 8, and even 9-figure businesses that serve very big markets. And the number one way they grow their business is by hiring copywriters to help them write simple words that get them more customers every month. Nothing spammy is nothing scammy. Just simple human communication between a business and its customers. Now, as a copywriter, you can function in different niches. A copywriting niche is a specialization or is an area of specialization where you can decide to write in, alright? Here are 8 of the most profitable copywriting niches to function in. Number 1 is finance, personal finance. Number 2 is cryptocurrency or blockchain. Number 3 is technology writing. Number 4, digital marketing. Number 5, software as service, that's SaaS. We have alternative health or CBD products. Number 7, we have education. And last but not the least, we have the biggest industry right now in investment is real estate. You can write about real estate and get yourself some real nice money. Each and every one of these niches can earn you up to $1,000 or more per job. Now, let's see what people are saying about this skill. This man says, 4 months ago, I had never written anything real in English in my entire life. The stupid exercises at school do not count. And he says, right now, I'm making my money off copywriting. And he said he doesn't care about what you've done, your situation, etc. You just have to promise to keep going. And I'm encouraging you today briefly that you should just keep going. If you are really interested in this skill, with everything that you're going to learn in this video and the recommendation I'll be making to you, you should be able to kickstart your copywriting career and get to the furthest height you can get to. Just keep going. Now we have Bill Bonner. He's the founder of Agora. He said this past year alone, my company paid over $7 million in writing fees and royalties to a handful of copywriters. And I'm happy to do it because a good letter is the engine of my business. He said his company paid over $7 million to copywriters, right? Now we have Frank Kern, who is my mentor. He says, there is no greater skill in business than copywriting. He says if you're good at copywriting, then you're going to do a lot better than if you weren't good at copywriting. It's the shortest path to financial freedom. Now we have Russell Brunson. He says copywriting is what made me rich. It has more impact on how much money you will make with your company than anything else. And now we have Emmanuel Johnson, who is the founder of Havanza. He says copywriting is the number one reason why people buy something. Nothing happens in business without great copywriting. And if I had to choose a skill, it would be copywriting. Amazing stuff, right? Now, why copywriting? Reason number one, you can start this even if you've never ever written before. Reason number two, no business can survive without copywriting because copywriters are high in demand. Reason number three, thanks to the internet, you don't even have to leave your house if you don't want to, or relocate outside your country for that matter. I mean, you can choose to relocate if you want, and the kind of money you'll be making actually allows you to do that. Reason number four, you can actually set your working hours for when you are most productive. Maybe morning hours, evening hours, late night hours, or simply the usual 9 to 5 work schedule. It all depends on what works best for you and your clients. Then you can use the rest of your time to attend to other things on your bucket list. Can you imagine the level of freedom you have just by writing for other people? And quietly too. If you're like most copywriters, they know to like noise. They earn silently and they live large. Unfortunately, lots of copywriters go through so much stress and pain before they land their first client. They would have already exhausted the energy and commitment they had in the beginning. And it's usually a very painful process for them. But not for you. You're different. You can now learn all you have to learn in 14 days or less by joining the Foreign Copywriting Initiative Class of 2022 by Andy Mukolo, a top copywriter in Nigeria. In the last 12 months, he has helped hundreds of beginners, regular people from different walks of life, students, unemployed graduates, underpaid employees, frustrated youths, etc., with no writing experience, go from zero to $1,000, $3,000, $5,000 plus in writing fees every month. Today, they have a life they and their loved ones can be proud of. With the Foreign Copywriting Initiative, you get access to, number one, the first step to becoming a well-paid copywriter is understanding what really moves people to spend money. Number two, you get a done-for-you guide on how to do market research the right way, so you know exactly what to do when your clients want you to write something for them. Number three, the copy process. A draft-by-draft walkthrough on the real art of crafting a compelling sales message without using hype or exaggerated claims. That's not all. You also get access to writing winning ads for big social platforms. You learn how to write paid ads and video scripts that help your clients make more money on social media. You get access to the business side of copywriting. Go from freelancer for hire to a 6 or 7 figure copywriting biz. Rules of the game. Avoiding common mistakes that new copywriters make that sabotages their career. You can now become in control of your life. Live out that dream that you always wanted to. Get yourself that new phone that you've been eyeing for months. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear from some FCI students. This is Tomiwa Mashi, who is a freelance copywriter. He says, I was finally able to get 2 clients that paid me $1,500 each. All this was because I refined my processes and I applied all that I learned from you. Thank you very much, Andy. I'm grateful. Now we have Meg Ricketts. She's a freelance content writer and a ghostwriter for big publisher on Medium. She says the kind of clients I'm working with now pay monthly retainers of $1,000 or more, depending on the work or the volume of work involved. And you can be annoying sometimes, but you open my eyes, Andy. And all I can say is thank you. Now this is Benga Omoshebi. He says, I didn't know jack about copywriting until January 20 when I met Andy Mokolo on this app. This is Twitter. You can check Andy Mokolo out on Twitter. And he says, since then, I've gone ahead to make money from writing sales letter. All thanks to the great trainings and knowledge I received from this genius. Now he says, I closed 2 deals in 1 week. This is Paul F. He's a web developer. He says, my highest paying job ever as a web developer is 150,000 naira. Using what I learned from you and Benna, I sharpened my negotiation skills and closed 2 deals last week. One is 350K, same job I did for 100K before, and the other is 500K job I used to do for 200K with lots of begging. I'm not a copywriter yet, but even as a web developer, your tweets are really helping me. Thank you, Andy. Now we have Samuel Shegun E. He says, after studying all the materials on the Foreign Copywriting Initiative, I put myself out to pitch just last Monday using your client acquisition system. I have 3 clients already who put me on a monthly retainer to keep executing all their campaigns, and all came from this space. He's referring to LinkedIn. That's just the tip of the iceberg. This opportunity is all yours. And now the FCI and all of his content is valued at over $1,000. That's about 413,000 naira. But don't fret. For a one-time financial commitment of 49,000 naira, you have a lifetime membership of the Foreign Copywriting Initiative. Now, just one client through the FCI has a gig for $1,000, and you've got your investment back 10 times over, right? And that's just one client. The more you write, the more money you can make. Are you itching to join the FCI? Click the link in the description box to get started today. Now, let's look at how to write winning copy. A copy is material which encourages consumers to buy goods or services or to take an action, just like I've said before. Your end goal as a copywriter is to get people to take that action, whether it's buy your product, subscribe to your email list, or read an article. But as a newbie copywriter, how do you do that? How do you get someone who doesn't even know you at all to buy from you? How do you write copy that gets your clients customers? As a copywriter, there are essential parts of your copy that must never be missing. Knowing this will cost you a great deal. Number 1, headline. An effective headline stops readers in their tracks, and draws them in. It gives the idea of what the article, email message, or offer is about, but it leaves just enough unsaid to make readers curious. Now, let's take an example. The federal government owes you 1.5 million naira. How the Nigerian government has stolen from you and how to get it back. How did that take you? If you came across that article online, wouldn't you want to stop and find out how to claim your own 1.5 million? Exactly. Your headline is meant to scream, "I'm great content, come and read me." Now, your headline is about 80% of the copy. It has to be done right. I recommend writing about 10 or more headlines, then picking the best one or showing it to someone, a fellow copywriter who can critique for you. Number 2 is the hook. What the hook is to the fish in the sea is what the first sentence of your copy is to the prospective buyer. Now, if you refer back to our example, the federal government owes you 1.5 million, and the hook, what I put as the hook there was, find out how the Nigerian government has been stealing from you and how to get it back. So that's my hook. So to make the reader want to find out how exactly to get his own 1.5 million naira that the federal government owes him, right? So now the hook is the first sentence that comes after the heading. You don't need to start telling your stories here. This is the section of your copy that you use to get the reader to read on. Like I said, the hook makes your copy look like the most important thing to the reader, and you need to learn sentences that you can use to keep the reader looking at your copy. Number 3, the body. This is where you begin to explain the content of your copy. Note, you don't begin with the solution. You begin with the problem that your product is about to solve. Because in reality, your prospect does not care about the fact that you are selling. If you know how to construct a good body, your sales will skyrocket. You'll be able to attract the right prospects, and these are the ones with the willingness and ability to pay, because those are 2 different things. You can attract prospects who have the willingness, but they do not have the ability to pay. But now, with a good sales letter or a good copy of anything, you'll be able to attract the right people to what you want them to do. People buy benefits, not features. For example, if I'm thirsty on a sunny day, I will buy cold water not because I like the bottle, but because it can quench my thirst, and that is a benefit. Now, a feature of the bottle is nice, is this, holding it won't cost you too much, it's lightweight. I don't care about that. I have a problem that needs to be solved, and that product can solve it for me. But if they are not communicating the problem, they are not communicating my problem to me, and how their product will be able to solve my problem, I won't buy from them. If a water company comes to me, buy our water today because our bottle looks nice, breathability, you can recycle it, you can do this, you can do, I won't be able, I won't regard them. I will not regard them. If they come, are you thirsty? Our water can solve all your problems in about 2 minutes. Fresh cup, just make everything sound nice and appealing to me. They will appeal to my emotion of thirst, my feeling of thirst, and I will buy it. I won't think twice. So the first mistake most sellers make is that they focus so much on the features of what they are selling that they forget to show the benefits of the product. Number 4, the CTA, that's the call to action. A call to action is an instruction to the audience designed to provoke an immediate response, usually an imperative verb such as call now, or find out more, or visit a store today. Other types of call to action might provide consumers with a strong reason for purchasing immediately, such as an offer that is only available for a limited time, e.g., offer must expire soon, limited stocks available, or a deal usually accompanied by a time constraint. That means they will tell you that you only have this amount of time to take this action unless it will not be available to you again. Now we have an example here that says, order before midnight to receive a free gift with your order. And we have another one that says 2 for the price of 1 for first 50 callers only. So reading this will prompt you to take an action immediately to ensure that you are among the first people to do this thing before that offer runs out. Now, the key to a powerful call to action is to provide consumers with compelling reasons to purchase promptly rather than defer purchase decisions. You don't want them to, just close up your offer and say, okay, I'll get back to them. That means you've lost them. Your copy has not succeeded in grabbing their attention completely. So your call to action is one of the most important parts of your copy. If you cannot grasp them with your call to action, your heading, your body, your hook, and you've not done a good job as a copywriter. These are the basics, of course, but using this format when writing your copy is guaranteed to get you more sales and customers. You can triple your income in any industry at all just by learning how to properly communicate with your audience. This is why I advise everyone to take up copywriting as a skill, no matter what you do. Even if you're a vulcanizer on the road, write a good ad copy and you'll see an influx of customers to your business. It's something that can never be taken away from you. In the long run, you'll be very comfortable with the life that you have for yourself. I spent 6 months learning copywriting from free ebooks and YouTube videos, not knowing that I wasn't achieving anything. Only when I decided to invest in a program that actually taught me properly did I start seeing massive results. Struggling with this skill is even supposed to be illegal. My recommendation to any intending copywriter is the Foreign Copywriting Initiative, and you can get it through the link in the description box below. Now, for a quick recap. Copywriting is the act and art of writing for people to take an action, and the action could be anything at all. Number 3, there are various niches that you can function in as a copywriter, and 8 of the most profitable ones have been given to you in this video, so you can rewind and go back to find out more about them. When writing copy, the most important components are heading, hook, body, and CTA. That's the call to action. Now, this makes up the framework of every copy that is being written. Everyone should be a copywriter. And finally, this skill cannot be taken away from you once learned. We have come to the end of the session. For more information regarding the FCI, click the link in the description box below, or click my WhatsApp link to direct you straight to my WhatsApp DMs. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask in the comment section, and you're very welcome, to my WhatsApp DMs. I hope you learned something new. I'll see you at the top.